I am broken. Welcome back to Big Stevie Cool 1872. It is 11:30. Alright, 11:30 PM. Russell Martin's still on a job. The post match presser, the post match interview hints that Russell Martin is still going to be in a job this time next week, 2 months from now. I don't know, because it sounds like they're backing him, man. And it takes time. Then he's trying to spin some narrative about, well, we need to get this transfer window closed, and we know who play for us, and so there's not that disharmony in the group, and we'll know how many of the lads they really want it. I love the intent. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end. It is the end of the world, mate. Take your vegan sausage rolls, shine them up real nice, and stick them straight up your candy ass, as The Rock would say. Fuck off, Russell Martin. I'm done. Right? I have never in my 24 years, right, of being on this planet, I do not think I've ever seen a football manager be this universally hated by his own support within a couple of weeks. It's something like, man, we've all lived through it, right? Bale, Clement, Gio, Pedro, Murray, Warburton. The banter years is turning into the banter decades at this point, right? But I think there was still defenders of those guys, right? And it's not like every single one of those guys is like hated upon belief, right? And hate's a very strong word, but the way this Russell Martin guy is gaslighting us and pretending that everything's fine and it's not the end of the world. Then he came out and said as well in the post-match presser, I don't think we'll lose 6-0 again this season. Is he trying to be funny? Is he trying to make light of this situation? I don't think we'll lose 6-0 again this season. I will. With him as manager, we'll lose 6-0. Could lose 6-0 on Sunday. Yeah, Europa League draw. Could get Nottingham Forest, could get Aston Villa, could get Roma. They'll beat us 6-0. Right? Because see that losing 6-0 tonight, got nothing to do with going down to 10 men. Right? Max Aarons, his contract should be ripped up and thrown in the fucking Clyde, man, because whatever that was tonight, I've never seen a player just sell the jersey and just throw his entire team under the bus. Here, he threw the team under the bus by doing that, but the entire team threw themselves under the bus. I mean, a couple of months ago, right, in April, we took on Bilbao, just over 4 months ago, right? We went down to 10 men, similar time in the game, with Robin Proper. And we managed to see that out for a 0-0 draw. Now, I get it. See, tonight, we were already 1-0 down in a tie that was dead. But you know what you do as Rangers men and Rangers players? You keep it simple. You do the basics. And here, you never know. You might get out of there, keep it at 1-0 here. If you're really lucky, you might get out of there with a point. And you know what? Me as a fan and other people, pundits, whatever, we could come out and say, but you know what? Fucking absolute pish start to the season, but they dug down deep and they managed to get out of Bruges there with their heads held up a wee bit high after that prick Aarons did. But no, they all gave up, man. I've never seen a team. Honestly, I feel like a lot of these players have chucked it for managers over the years, but I don't think they have quite chucked it as bad as this. They don't know what they're doing out on the pitch with this guy's tactics. Tavernier had the opportunity to defend him in his post-match interview. Now, to be fair, I haven't even found a clip yet, but I'm just seeing what people are saying. It's all over Twitter, so I'm going to assume it's legit. He was asked about the manager, and he completely glossed over the question. I can't blame James Tavernier. I'm also seeing rumours on Twitter that apparently the whole reason why he's been dropped is because Tavernier's stood up to him, squared up to him or something. Now that's just rumours. I don't know how much proof's in that. I'm not saying he squared up to him, man, and he battered him left, right and centre, but he's obviously stood up to him. That's a rumour. And you know what? Fair play to James Tavernier, because honestly, if I was playing for that team tonight and those players put in that shift beside me, and that guy, that manager, is coming out spewing that shite after the game, and Max Aarons is sitting there in the bath with with Russell Martin eating a vegan sausage roll beside him, I would be going ballistic, man. I'd be flipping the bath. Every the dressing room would have been destroyed. Cause see that the night, man. There's no real Rangers men in that team. Honestly, honestly, man. It's a complete disaster. I don't know what to say. Could you imagine that result tonight if Barry Ferguson's still in charge with Alan McGregor and Neil McCann and Billy Dodds? Imagine those four, the new Orange Order going in there, man. They'd be hitting Hulk Hogan's leg drop, jackknives, razor's edges. That's the NWO's finishing moves, by the way. Point is, I wish it was the 90s again, even though I didn't fucking live it. I wish it was, because at least that would mean we were good. Alright? Because I see this, I don't know where this goes, man. Like, it's went from people predicting us to win a league this year, including myself. I know, I've got the Klein makeup on right now, man. Right? To second. Alright, we're probably not even going to finish second. There's people making the case for relegation. And see if Russell Martin, right, was in this contract that couldn't be ripped up and thrown out. I don't here. I think finishing 12 is literally beyond us, but bottom six, man, with the way we're playing, we're getting worse. Each game we get worse. You can't even dispute that, man. See against Panathinaikos and like Pilsen, and it wasn't too bad. Like, well, the away game against Pilsen was brutal, but we've lost 3 Champions League games on the bounce, right? Conceding buckets of goals, even more buckets of shots. We can't buy a win domestically. Oh, but we beat Alloa. Is that what we're hanging on to, right? I don't know where this goes. And then this guy, he's just gaslighting us. How about some accountability, Martin? How about just actually, you know what? I'll hold my hands up. This is unacceptable. This job was too big for me. I'm fucking shite. You know, blah blah blah. Whatever you've got to say, come out and say it. Actually own up and have some accountability. I don't know what's going on. And see, before we do any more irreversible damage, he needs to be sacked, right? And what's the irreversible damage, I hear you say? Him managing us on Sunday, because we're going to get beat. I know there's a lot of banter floating about, right? About both teams are shite. And yeah, we are both shite, but we're worse. We are 100 times worse, man. Could I see a draw on Sunday? Potentially. Aye, there's no chance we win it. There is no chance we win it. So see, before we go 9 points behind, sack him. See, before we put any more money into transfers to try and facilitate this vegan sausage roll muncher, sack him. We've made 10.4 million vegan money, right? A lot more profit when you factor in like the FD, Yilmaz, etc., etc. Right? We've got already a lot of players and wages in terms of loans, etc. See, before we give any more money to this guy, and just to have him literally piss it away, he needs sacked, man. Because every player that we've brought in has been fucking rank rotten. Honestly, man. See, apart from like Lyle Cameron and we bursts here and there, and Gazima in like the Champions League games before this Club Rouge tie, all these players have been shite. Mikey Moore, wonder kid, what's he done? Joe Beetroot Raffle. I mean, what is he? Is he Tam for that episode of Still Game, Fly Society, where he's pretending, he's in the beetroot business, crinkly and bald. I mean, it's like, what is Joe Rothwell bringing to the table? Dejiga, I'll hold my hands up. I've defended this guy. He's rank rotten. The new left back for Brentford. He's 19 years old. See the level he's had to step up from, man. No wonder these players fail. This kid has went from playing for like Premier League B, Diddy teams in League One, to coming up to us, man, and having to play these crunch Champions League qualifiers with a defence, man. That, I mean, I've ran out of words to describe how bad it is. Max Aarons, he should be left to walk it for Bruges, man. Honestly, man. No, done. Just put him on a flex bus and send him back to Bournemouth for Bruges. Honestly, forget about him. And then the Igamane thing, Martin just using him as a scapegoat. the team getting leaked. Is it Raskin leaking the team? Is it Tav? I mean, I haven't even talked about the game. We conceded 6 goals. Pretty much every single one of them avoidable, just like the 3 we conceded at Ibrox last week. 9-1 on aggregate. Not enough being made of that. 9-1. 9-1. Didn't even look like scoring a goal tonight. Raskin pissing himself laughing with 5 minutes to go. The red card's just diabolical. We can't defend. We can't attack. And the midfield's non-existent. The only positive you can take is Jack Butland, right? But see, when your only positive to take is the goalkeeper and you've already conceded 6 goals, how far down the rabbit hole are you? Like, how far, how much are we covered in shite when that's the thing? See, without Butland, man, see if you had, like, that guy that plays for United, Onana, see if he was playing for us, man, what would the score have been? 12-0? 13-0? I wish I was joking. What would it have been if we had a goalkeeper that would pish tonight? I don't even want to think about it, man. And can it get any worse than this? Of course it can, because we can lose on Sunday, right? And then we've got an international break. See if we lose on Sunday, that international break is going to be the. I don't even know. Is it coming at a good time? Is it coming at a bad time? Is it going to drag? Is it going to be quick? This was unthinkable. I'm just. This is the lowest I've ever felt, honestly, and I mean that. There has been some extreme lows, man, over the years, but this is rock bottom. I'm broken. I don't know what else to say. And everyone else is. I look on Twitter, I look at my comments, I talk to people, my mates, family. This, I'm speechless, man. And it's like, you look at the 11. 8 out of the 11 are starters. That were Russell Martin signings. I know you can say Lyle Cameron, but the fact is, 8 new signings this summer started in that game of football. The bench is full of new signings as well. We've backed the wrong horse, and before we waste any money, man, need to pull the trigger, man, and get rid of him. Anyway, I don't even know what to say. How long have I been talking here? 12 minutes? Aye, man. No, wait. I'm speechless, man. Probably not the best for a few, but the thumbnail says it all.